The U.S. has imposed sanctions on a Chinese company for its role in human rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang. The Trump administration has imposed trade sanctions on 11 Chinese companies complicit in human rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims in the country's northwest. The U.S. and its allies have announced sanctions against Chinese officials for serious human rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims. The population of Uyghurs in Xinjiang is officially estimated to be just over 12 million, comprising approximately half of the total regional population. According to a white paper, the Uyghur population grew from 3.61 million in 1953 to more than 11.62 million in 2020. And Uyghurs accounted for nearly 84% of the population in 4 prefectures of southern Xinjiang. Uyghurs, also spelled Uyghurs, are a Muslim ethnic group who speak a Turkic language and live mainly in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region of China. They have been practicing Islam for centuries and are culturally closer to Central Asia than Beijing. Since 2016, the Chinese government has targeted Uyghurs with surveillance, policing, detentions, and forced labor. Researchers estimate that more than 1 million Uyghurs have been detained in prison camps. Uyghurs once made up the majority of the population in Xinjiang, but now they are about half of the 24.8 million people there, as the government has encouraged Han Chinese migration. Uyghurs have a history of resistance and autonomy, establishing 2 East Turkestan republics in the 20th century. The current situation of Uyghur Muslims in China is a matter of concern for many human rights organizations and governments around the world. China has been accused of committing crimes against humanity and possibly genocide against the Uyghur population and other mostly Muslim ethnic groups in the northwestern region of Xinjiang. Human rights groups believe China has detained more than 1 million Uyghurs against their will over the past few years in a large network of what the state calls re-education camps, and sentenced hundreds of thousands to prison terms. The Chinese government has denied all allegations of human rights abuses in Xinjiang.